welcome. Ayubowan. Happiness and humour. සතුට ගැන තමයි අපි මේ lesson එකේ focus කරන්න යන්නේ. Again, not a very long lesson, but a useful one. Practice question 1. I was a happy child. පොඩි කාලේ මං හරිම සතුටෙන් හිටපු ළමෙක්. Talk about a happy memory of your childhood. Now, this can be a typical question for your part 2 in your speaking test. ඉතින් පොඩි කාලේ ඔයාට මතක තියෙන සතුටෙන් හිටපු මතකයක් මොකක්ද කියන එක තමයි අහන්නේ. Right? What kind of things made you happy when you were a child? So, මොන වගේ දේවල්ද පොඩි කාලේ සතුටෙන් තිබ්බේ ළමෙක් හැටියට? Who in your life made you happy and how? කවුද ජීවිතේ සතුටෙන් තිබ්බේ? කොහොමද? So let's have a look at the first question. Talk about a happy memory in your childhood. So I remember as a child, the happiest moment that I remember when I was fairly small was my birthday. And I remember this was probably about 7 years old. So my mum had a Cinderella cake done. So the cake was a little kind of Cinderella, had layers in the dress. It was a huge cake and all my cousins were invited for this birthday party. And we had some lovely snacks. So that was something that I remember at a very young age. Apart from that, yeah, that was really a memorable one. What kind of things made you happy when you were a child? I mean, when I was a child, anything would make me happy. Probably getting me a chocolate, getting me a new dress, watching a cartoon that I like, would make me happy. Who in your life made you happy and how? I think it used to be my parents. They bought me things that I needed. They looked out for me and they were very kind. So I think that made me a happy child as well. Do you think pets can make people happy? Definitely, right? So when you have like a dog or a cat or any pet around, they could make you happy because they're quite cheerful always. Did you have a pet that made you happy when you were a child? Yes, my dog Pluto, right, was a golden retriever cross Labrador, and she was amazing. She was very cute, very obedient, and used to run around, eat anything that we gave, and we loved having her in the house. I mean, I never felt lonely because she was always wagging her tail and going around the house. So, yes, I did have a pet that made me happy. Practice question 2. What makes me happy? What kind of things make you happy? මොන වගේ දේවල් වලින්ද ඔයගොල්ලෝ සතුටු වෙන්නේ? ඔයා සතුටු වෙන්නේ? So usually for me, little things make me happy, like, you know, getting a bunch of flowers, watching something that I like, spending time with my family, sometimes just sitting quietly on my own, enjoying my own company makes me happy. Who in your life makes you happy and how? My kids make me happy. So them just, you know, coming home, talking, crying, shouting, asking me for things, giving me a hug, all of that makes me happy. Should the International Day of Happiness be celebrated and given more importance around the world? I think so. I mean, in Sri Lanka, we're all very stressed and we're always very negative. I think, yes, we should celebrate it. We would feel more positive, we would feel more energetic, and we could spread that happiness and love around. So I think, yes, in Sri Lanka, we should give it more priority, and then in the world, I think everyone deserves to be happy. So I feel, yes, there should be given more importance. Do you think there's too much pressure nowadays to be happy all the time? I think so, because with the pressure that is around, the financial difficulties, the situation in the country, I think there's too much of pressure, and it's really difficult for people to feel happy when they're stressed out. Do you know anyone who's always happy and positive? I do, actually. She's one of my friends called Neelam. She's really happy, and no matter what happens, she's always positive, and she always manages to pass that vibe over to us. So I'm really happy about it. Why do you think that is? I don't know, but she is a person who faces life as it is, and no matter what comes up, she always keeps that momentum, the positive feeling within her. Would you be satisfied as a stay-home parent without working outside? Oh my God, I would love that. Okay, I would definitely be happy as long as, we get some kind of income. I'd be happy to stay at home and look after the kids and spend time with them. Do you need a lot of money or a luxurious lifestyle to be happy? For me, not really. If I have enough funding to run my household without having luxurious things, I think I'm more than happy. If you have it, it's good. I don't see why you should not have it. But for me, I feel I'm happy and content with whatever comes in. Are you materialistic? ඒ කියන්නේ මොන හරි බඩු එහෙම හම්බෙලා ඒව හම්බෙනවට හරිම කැමති කෙනෙක්ද? ඒ කියන්නේ ලොකු ගෙයක්, ලොකු කාර් එකක්, ඒ වගේ දේවල් තියෙනවට කැමතිද? Which possession of yours gives you great happiness? I'm usually not a very materialistic person. I don't mind things if they're, okay, right? So if I have a house to live, if I have something to travel, I think that's okay, right? What makes me happy the most is watching my kids being happy. So that's what makes me happy the most, and I don't think that is at all materialistic. What can you do now to make you happy in 5 to 10 years? I think, I don't know, probably moving out of the country, saving up, because that would ease us out, because the expenses would definitely pile up in about 5 to 10 years. Do you let others affect your happiness? Not really. I used to be like that, but with time I realized happiness lies within you. I learned that from my friend as well. Are you good at letting go of negative things people say to you? Yes. Even recently I've had this issue. I don't think about it too much, and when people tell me things, I always want to make sure that they feel, oh yeah, you're right, because sometimes arguing will not help you, and I don't want to take the negativity into me. So I do sometimes, so I try to stay away as much as possible. What do you do to take care of your mental health? I don't talk with people who would make me feel bad or stressed out. I try to eat well, drink well. I don't have much sleep, but I'm trying to get at that, to sleep 7 to 8 hours to give me a good rest. Have you ever tried meditation? Yes, I have. In the past, but recent years I haven't tried meditation, but yes, I've tried it in the past. And actually, if you do it as a practice, I think it actually calms you down. Question 3, the pathways to happiness. Discuss the meaning of the quotes below and say if you agree or disagree with them. Right? ඉතින් පල්ලෙහා මෙතන තියෙන quotes ටික බලලා කියන්නේ ඒවත් එක්ක එකඟද නැද්ද කියලා. Happiness will never come to those who fail to appreciate what they already have, Gautam Buddha. Right? So මේ තියෙන්නේ කියපු කෙනා අපි phrase එක විතරක් බලමු. කවදාකවත් සතුට එන්නේ නැහැ කෙනෙක්ට ඒගොල්ලෝ ගාව තියෙන දේවල් appreciate කරන්නේ නැත්තම්. I think it's true. Because if you don't appreciate what you have, if you always think, oh, the other kid is better, that one's kid is better, they have a big house, they have this, they have that, you can never see the things which are right in front of your eyes. So I feel, yes, it is true, and I agree with it. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence of the future. I think I partially agree with it. දැන් සතුටින් ඉන්න ඕනේ කියලා තියෙන ඔක්කොම වියදම් කරගෙන දැන් ජොලි ඉන්නවා කියන එක නම් මම එච්චර එකඟ නැහැ. But certain things, yes. I think you live in the present. Don't take it to the future. Don't be worried about it. But, being stable is important. If not, it might be problematic. It is difficult to find happiness within oneself, but it's impossible to find it anywhere else. Yes, that's true. තමන් තුළ සතුට හොයාගන්න එක අමාරු වෙන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි ඒක පිටතින් හොයන එක හොයා ගන්න බැරි දෙයක් බවට පත් වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ ජීවිතේටත් අපිට ඒක කරන්න බෑ. තව කෙනෙක් මත අපේ සතුට රඳා පවතින්නේ. ඒ හින්දා මම හිතනවා ඒක ඇත්ත. Your happiness lies within you and you should take hold of it. If you don't and you rely on someone else and that person goes away, you're going to get devastated and it's going to break you into pieces. So I completely agree with this. The good we do today becomes a happiness tomorrow. Yes, අද කරන හොඳ හෙට සතුටුදායක වෙන්න පුළුවන්. That is true. Because you help people, you do things with a good intention, it will pay back someday. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thought. සතුට තීරණය වෙන්නේ තමන් හිතන දේ කොතෙක් දුරට ක්වොලිටි එක මත. So හිතනවා දෙන්න ඕනේ හැබැයි ලෝභකමක් ආවොත් ඒක හරියන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ හින්දා තමයි අපි දෙනකොට දෙයක් හරි මොකක් හරි හොඳක් කරනකොට සතුටෙන් ඉන්නකොට ඒ ක්වොලිටි එක හරිම වැදගත් වෙනවා. The time to be happy is now. The place to be happy is here. The way to be happy is to make others so. Right? සතුටු වෙන්න කාලය දැන් සතුටු වෙන්න ඕන තැනත් මෙතනමයි. අනිත් අයව සතුටු කරනවා නම් තමන්ටත් සතුටින් ඉන්න පුළුවන්. So Robert Greene said that and I think that is true again. Right? Lift my spirits. That means to be motivated. Right? Lift my spirits කියන්නේ තමන් හොඳට සතුටින් motivate වෙලා ඉන්න ඕනේ ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන්. If you could plan your perfect day, what would you do? I would sit at home with all my kids, spend the entire day playing with them at home. If you feel really sad and depressed today, what would you do to make your day better? I'm a foodie person. I would just go out, eat something really sweet, and then I feel fine. Right? Practice question 5. Do you think pranks are funny? Why? Why not? I mean, some pranks are funny. I don't mind some of it, right? Samaharak even and jolly, but some of them can be really dangerous. Do you like watching comedy movies, shows? I don't mind it, but I mean, I don't select a specific genre, but I don't mind it. What is your favorite one? I think Mr. Bean, right? But that's also a TV series. There's also a movie, Mr. Bean. I love it. Do you like stand-up comedians? Not really. Name one you think is talented. I'm not into comedians, so I wouldn't know names of people. What do you think is special about this person? You think comedians කියලා කියන්නේ stand-up comedians කියන්නේ ටක් ගාලා ඒ වෙලාවෙම නැගිටලා කතා කරලා මිනිස්සු hina ගස්සන්න පුළුවන්. ලෝකේ ඉන්නවා stand-up comedians ලා ගොඩක්. ඕගොල්ලෝ කැමති කෙනෙක් ගැන ඕගොල්ලන්ට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right? And my last question for you. Make a humorous comic using the pictures below. ඉතින් hina යන comic එකක් හැටියට මේක හදන්න ඕගොල්ලන්ට කැමති විදියට හදන්න pictures දීලා තියෙනවා for you to build up on your story. Then ඇයි මේ lessons මෙච්චර කොට, right? You would wonder why they are short. මොකද දැන් වෙනකොට ඕගොල්ලන්ට ඔක්කොම කරලා now you should be able to talk on your own. So I want to make sure that you try speaking on your own and get the confidence that you want. All right? So with that, we have come to the end of this lesson, right? It wasn't too long, but then again had some good questions. So with that, we come to the end of this lesson, happiness and humor.